What's up, guys? My name's Roy, so welcome back to the RRLS major here. So, this major is kind of all over the place. We started back on Saturday, or Sunday, and then here we back are. This Thursday, we've got some more games to resume. Tomorrow, we got all the quarterfinals. All right, no, what's today? Today's Wednesday. We have a few games to do today. Trying to limit the games on Thursday. We got 6 games, all second round. And then on Friday, we got all of our quarterfinal matches. So that's 4 games on tap. And then, yeah. And then on the dreadful Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern, we're kicking off our semifinal, our Western semifinal, our Eastern semifinal, then our third place match, and then obviously our grand final for this major. So let me go over tonight's schedule. It's kind of a little bit of a base thing. We might have to do 2 streams depending on time. But we do have the Heroes and Galaxy. That game's on first. Then we have the Hunters and Rebels taking on, kind of the home designated team of the tournament here. So we have a upset potential here. Will the Heroes go home again? They literally got absolutely crushed. The Heroes, they went on to the quarterfinals before they ultimately lost to the Liberty. So will the Heroes get eliminated here by the Galaxy tonight? Or will they move on and take on the winner of the Demons and Renegades tomorrow? Because you heard me right. We are kicking off tomorrow at 5 o'clock. At 5 p.m. Eastern, we're going to have the Demons and Renegades. At 5:45, we're going to have the Liberty and Hawks. At 6:30, we're going to have the Soldiers and Killers. At 7:15, we're going to be having the Kings and the Hitmen. At 7:45, we're going to be having the Ninjas and Thunder. And at 8:26, we're going to be ending it off between the Sonics and the Ghosts. That will probably go until about 9. And then all of our quarterfinal games will be over tomorrow. So we have 2 to 3 games on tap today. And then we'll be on. So we're going to get all these games set up. We're waiting for Pickle. We were setting up everything, and it's still a best of 5. Quarterfinals are not a best of 7. Semifinals, third place match, finals are all best of 7s. Quarterfinals, I think, are best of 5. I'm not sure. I know the first round and second round are. I'm not completely sure. Last tournament, quarterfinals were still best of 5. We'll actually go back in here and check. We'll look at the quarterfinals here. Yeah, we'll see the quarterfinals. Quarterfinals are a best of 7? Okay. Yeah, because you have your playoffs, and you get in the quarterfinals. So, yeah, so apparently it's a best of 7 for the quarterfinals. So, matches are going to take longer for best of 7s, obviously. So that's why we did best of 5 for the quarterfinals, and we left the best of 7s till Championship Sunday or whenever. This Saturday will be Championship Sunday, so we're going to call it Championship Saturday. We've been doing this whole tournament for a week, but it's been all over the place. We're looking to get this done. We had an off day yesterday. We let all the teams, get reset. We took a break from everything yesterday and the day before. We struck back on Sunday. We got a little bit done on Monday. Tuesday, we took the break. And Wednesday, we got 2 games tonight. They're going to be really good games. So will my Boston Heroes go home tonight? Will Will's Cleveland Hunters go home tonight? Or Chicago Hunters? Or will both teams live to see another day in the quarterfinals? In the quarterfinals tomorrow. Yes, you heard me right. The quarterfinals will be on Friday. So will Boston make Friday? This is what we need to know. Will Boston and this is gonna be a fun game to cover because I don't know if my Boston here is gonna get eliminated. Will the Carolina Galaxy get eliminated? I don't know. Find out next year on ROS Network. Right, we're trying to get all the purple set up here. It's purple and white, and we're looking here. Oh, oop. I'm gonna hold on, chat.
Stars are planets. Where are you going with this, Sheldon? It's just that gravity is precisely. Mom, I'm scared. You. I bet you think the divorce is all your fault, and now your family.
All right, Big O. So, Big O, you ready to go on this pregame adventure? Big O. You ready to go on this pregame adventure?
I have to go put in the laundry and go upstairs real quick.
Well, hold on. Let's just real quick cover this. All right. All right. Yeah.
I'll do it while I'm putting the laundry. But like.
All right. Yeah. All right. This is the most important part here. We got 2 games. We have the Boston Heroes and Carolina Galaxy. Let's recap Boston's run at the last major. You know where they placed? They got crushed by the 24th seed Liberty in the quarterfinals last major. The Hunters...
That is just not good at all.
The Hunters fell short in the semifinals to the Hawks in a 4-0.
What?
Nothing. So, will the Heroes be able to make Friday, Pickle? Will the Heroes be able to make Friday?
What are they playing again?
They're playing the 16 seed Carolina Galaxy. Do you think the Boston Heroes will make Friday?
Yeah. They're gonna beat the Galaxy.
A win here will lock them in. So tomorrow we have 6 quarterfinal games, or excuse me, 6 round 2 games. Tonight we have our 1 seed taking on our 16 seed, and our 2 seed taking on our 15 seed Rebels, obviously. And we got some good games on tap, man. 8:30 is our expected kickoff time, and let's cover. Do you think? All right, Pickle. I had a very hot take. This was after round 1. You want to hear my hot take?
Sure.
The 24 seeded Demons took down the number 9 seeded Pittsburgh Psychos. They will be playing the 8 seed Renegades tomorrow to kick off our quarterfinals. My hot take is that the St. Louis Demons will be making it to the grand finals of this major. I didn't say that they're going to win the finals. I just said they're going to go to the finals.
They're not doing that. No way.
But do you think they'll be able to get to the Renegades tomorrow? Do you think
Probably.
And if the Heroes win here,
but then they're gonna fall short.
To the Heroes if they win.
Yeah.
If it's versus the Galaxy, then it might be a different story. If it's a Galaxy, then it's possibly a different story. But then again,
it depends on the outcome of this game.
But then again, if you look at last major, the 24 seeded Liberty took down the number 1 seeded Boston Heroes. And keep in mind, the Liberty were winless.
Yeah, I have to go real quick. Be back.
All right. Well, while Pickle's gone, we're gonna real quick do some keys to victory, a few pregame storylines. All right. So let's give us a pregame here. Keys to victory for the Boston Heroes, man. They got to start off strong on the offensive side of the ball. That's all I got to say. You start off strong on offense, you're good to go. You start off strong on defense, you're good to go. That's something for Boston. Just start off strong on the offensive and defensive halves, and you're all set to go. Your passing got to improve a little bit more, but besides that, Boston's locked in, obviously. They're number 1 seed. They're undefeated, just like the Chicago Hunters, which we'll do coverage in a little bit. Now let's take a look at the Carolina Galaxy. They took down the Toronto Boys on Game 1. They took down the Toronto Boys up north, and I think they'll be able to carry that momentum with them. Obviously, most of these teams haven't played. The Boston Heroes haven't even played yet. This is the first time we're going to see Boston. Tomorrow, this will be the first time we're going to see the Renegades. First time we're going to see the Soldiers. First time we're going to see the Thunder, the Hunters, the Hawks, the Kings, and the Ghosts. All of tomorrow, we will be seeing all those teams for the first time at this major. All the other teams, had to play. There was a few play-in games that had to be done, so they did that. So, a lot of crazy shit's happened, but let's recap the past few days here at this major. It's been pretty interesting here. The Galaxy went over the Titans, the Demons went over the Psychos, the Killers went over the Mammoths, the Ninjas went over the Sharks, and the Rebels went over the Panthers, the Liberty went over the Bobcats, the Hitmen went over United, and the Sonics went over the Wild. So all those games had good outcomes, right? We already went over the first round, which consisted of 8 matches, and now we have a whole another 8 matches to go. After this, we'll have 4 matches to go on Friday. Keep in mind, a Boston win here, they will automatically lock into Friday. They will not have to play tomorrow. Same thing. But obviously, if you guys don't know, if this is your first time wanting to know, or you guys just don't know the rules about the major, it's single elimination. You lose, you're out. So basically, you have to win the series to move on. So that's kind of where it's at. There's like no second chance. It's like you win, you move on to Friday here. It's like this can be said for every single team here. Lose, you go home. The only thing is the special thing about these two games is that they'll have an off day on Thursday. So the winning team will not have to play tomorrow. They can kind of sit back, relax, make a game plan, maybe do some team scrims, do whatever they need, but they will not have to play tomorrow. They will not have to worry about going home tomorrow. They can just sit back and do whatever they want. So, the bad news about all the other teams that are playing tomorrow is they're only playing to move on tomorrow. So, obviously, tomorrow on Thursday, when all these teams play, if they win, they're moving on to Friday, which is literally the next day. As I said, the good news about these two games is the winner will have an off day tomorrow. The teams that win tomorrow will not have an off day. They will be back at approximately 3 p.m. Eastern time to kick off our little extravaganza here. So, yeah, that's going to be that thing. So, we're not going to really have too much worry about that. On Friday, we have the quarterfinals. It's only going to be 4 games. They're going to be best of 5s. Will's going to cover the western side of the bracket. I'm going to cover the eastern side. So I'm going to have the responsibility of, if Boston wins today, Will be covering the Boston game. If Carolina wins today versus Boston, he'll be covering that side of things. You get what I'm at here? If the Hunters win, I'll be covering that. If the Rebels win, I'll be covering that game. But it's kind of all dependent down on what happens on Thursday. Will Boston get the break? Will they move on to Friday? Or will Carolina move on to Friday is going to be the most important question. Now it's time to make our predictions here. Who do I got in this series? Obviously, Heroes are the 1 seed. They upsetted the 16 seed. Who did they even play? The Ninjas? They did play the Ninjas last time. The Ninjas are on the southwest side of the bracket this time. So yeah, they are playing the Thunder. But anyways, that's besides the point. So the Ninjas don't have to worry about that. They got defeated last time by the Heroes. Boston made it all the way to the quarterfinals where they lost to the 24 seed. If the Demons win tomorrow as our first game of the day, and Boston wins today, we'll have a 24 seed versus a number 1 seed rematch, just like the major. But obviously, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. If Boston wins, and if St. Louis wins tomorrow, and the 24 seed Demons meet up with the number 1 seed Boston Heroes, will the outcome be the same? Will the 24 seed beat the 1 seed, or will the 1 seed Heroes take down the 24 seed and go to the quarterfinals? This may be our second major of the year, but Boston has not won a major yet this time. In all the majors that have happened in the whole career of the RRLS, Boston has never won a major. They did win the World Championship, however. They did win the Grand Championship, however, versus the Atlanta Ghosts in a 4-1 fashion. So that's kind of something they can kind of take on here. They can kind of take that responsibility, take that path, take that risk, and so we will see if Boston can come out victorious here. Will they move on to Friday, or will Carolina send Boston home before they can even see the quarterfinals? We'll see. I mean, this would be a really sad event if Boston just doesn't even, the first game that they come in, they just get absolutely upset here and they shut down their chances. I mean, then again, it won't be a possible 24 seed versus 1 seed. But we've seen crazier. So, just like the 24 seed winning against just like the 24 seed winning against the 9 seed. Just like the Liberty won in Major 1. In Major 2, the Demons won. I don't know where Pickle's at. Pickle better hurry up because we have a game to get into. I'm just going to double check that all the team colors are the same. Everything's the same. Still best of 5 until we make the semifinals. Then, it'll be semifinals, grand finals, third place match. Manfield night, 3v3. And we should be all set to go when Pickle's back. And this should be a fun series on the day. Will Boston end up winning here? So we'll see here. So Pickle hopefully should be back, and now let's real quick go over keys to victory here for the Galaxy, and then we'll get both predictions here on this series. All right, keys to victory here for this side of the Carolina Galaxy. you know, they have a young offense that they can roll out. You know, they kind of have a little bit of work to do. You know, they're kind of a little bit sloppy on the offensive side, but for the most part, they can kind of convert that into a goal, and they can be like, let's go, let's get the shit. So Will. All right, here we go. Will this be a win? Let's see. All right, Galaxy, work on your passing. It's sloppy, and work on your shooting. Your defense kind of needs to improve. Your defense is all right, just needs to improve a little bit. I mean, you obviously didn't perform in the expectation. Like, let's take a look at both teams' records. Obviously, you guys know that Boston's undefeated. Now, if we go to the side of Carolina, you know, this is where stuff. They went 3-5. Their own 2 wins came from split one, from the Major 1 split, and only 1 win came from the Major 2 split. So they are not doing that good here. But, you know, when you take into consideration how they managed to, you know, beat the Titans, who are also 3-5, but the Titans did have more scrim time. If you looked at the scrim time, Titans scrimmed double the amount of time Carolina did. So, you know, Carolina didn't have as much time to go with. They didn't have, you know, all that shit. But I think we're all set. So, I'm gonna text Pickle, double check that he's ready to go. So let me text Pickle, make sure we're good. I think we're all set to go. I just texted Pickle to make sure he's all set. We have the Demons, obviously, tomorrow. Well, let's obviously get set here. We'll hop in, and all the settings they should. I just gotta make sure Boston Galaxy. Yep. Overtime gonna be unlimited. Max time length. Yeah, gotcha. And here we go. We're gonna hop in. Boston in the green, Carolina in the pink. And like I said, we're underway in this Boston-Carolina series. This is a throwback to the Boston-Carolina series here. I'll see what happens here. Good shot off the back wall. Boston trying to get something up. And we'll see. Maybe a good opportunity defensively, but the bumps coming in. Now Carolina trying to set up the offense, but Boston with a good clear on the left side. And with 30 seconds in, both teams have had equal possession. And here we go. Good bumps here for the side of Boston. Boston trying to get the offense rolling here pretty early. A good shot in the middle of the field was going to be deflected back away. Good shot, going to be deflected back again. Now it's going to be in the midfield in the neutral zone. Now Carolina going to take it, and a good flick in the middle. Trying to see if they can connect. Hey, will Boston get lucky? Can Boston get lucky here? Can they get a clear? Oh, the fake that the demo going to come in for the side of Carolina. And now Carolina trying to get the offense rolling once again. But Boston with another clear into the corner. And they're playing some killer defense right now. And we'll see what happens here as bumps coming in. It's going to be centered, but no one there. And they get a clear back to the midfield. And now the ball's going to be cleared back into the corner again. A minute and a half in. There's still no goals, but a good pinch from Boston. And Boston Heroes will have the first goal of the game. It also is 3-1 Carolina. But Boston going to strike first, and they know they have to strike first because without striking first, that's going to just deal some serious damage. And, you know, you just got to take into consideration how Boston's going to try and move this offense rolling forward. You know, like, will they be able to strike first, or will it just be a good attack with a shot going to go just off the crossbar and no one there for the rebound, and, you know, a good shot again going to be way off the backboard, and Carolina cannot find anything at this point, and, hello? Alright, and here we go.
Quaker Rice.
And a good opportunity for Boston to score again with a one-timer, but a save coming in just in the nick of time to keep Boston's hopes up with the rebound. An own goal and a goal! Boston up 2-0. I mean, that was just a perfectionate play. It was kind of off the post, centered right in front of the net, and there was already a hero just waiting. And, you know, Galaxy trying to take off into space, but the Boston Heroes just keeping them grounded in orbit, so they'll not be able to get out of the atmosphere in time. And the Boston Heroes just trying to heroically save the Galaxy, except they'll be doing the opposite, but at the end of the day, it's the same thing, and we'll be seeing but a good team pinch opportunity here, and maybe Boston can get the offense rolling. But two key demos from Boston, and now they're setting up the offense, and maybe Boston can have a lead. But we're at the halftime mark here in Game 1 on Manfield, and a good redirect, but Boston's still going to be keeping up that pressure 2-0, and the bump going to come in, disrupting the Carolina offense. And a good center, but a good clear into the back wall. And maybe a good play, but a good miss. And where's your hero? But you're trying to find the bump on the play. And now the 50, that's a goal for Boston. 3-0. And, and a good play by Boston, and it's a 3-0 win this game, and Boston is just massacring them. This is just like the Boston Massacre, except in Rocket League form. But a good shot, popped up in front of the net, and looking to go, and it will be a 4-0 lead.
Yeah, pussies.
And here we go, so good clear, and Boston's still up 0.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, and a good shot by Boston, trying to get something on the shot, and it's a goal, 5-0 Boston. And Pickle, who do you have in this series, Boston or Carolina? We couldn't get your prediction, but
I have Boston in 4.
Boston 4. I have Boston in 3 actually. Let's hope Boston doesn't choke in Game 5 like the Bruins did versus the Hurricanes in Round 1. You know what I'm saying?
I mean the Panthers?
No, I'm talking about last year, because it was Carolina versus Boston.
Oh.
Yeah, so, and it's Carolina Galaxy and Boston Heroes. So I'm saying I hope it doesn't go to a Game 5 and Boston choke. Anyways, Pickle, you got to commentate too, man. We got 2 good series on tap today. And good center in front of the net, and Boston is just trying to get the off day tomorrow. Because if Boston just doesn't want to play tomorrow, they don't want to go home. They just want to get the off day so they can chillax. But, you know, Carolina want to upset their dreams. They want to grab the Heroes by the leg, throw them in the spaceship, and go flying in the outer space. And a good shot! Oh, my Pickle, did you just see that? I don't even know what that was. Pickle, are you comfortable with doing a B stream by chance soon? Or something?
Soon?
Yeah, I'll explain it after this, during our intermission, during the, between this series and the next series intermission. But a good demo, but a good clear, and now the Galaxy are going to clear it into orbit, but Boston Heroes are just going to make sure to grab the spaceship and pull it back down to Earth. Pickle, you like these correlations that I'm coming up with for all the teams?
Correlations? What are you talking about?
You know, correlations, like, you know, like I'm coming up with, like, stuff that relates to every team. And the Heroes will fly away with this one for sure. But, you know, the Galaxy, obviously, they wanted to go into orbit. They wanted to take off in outer space in this game, but the Heroes just broke their spaceship, so they could not fly off in outer space. And now the Heroes will be crowned Game 1 winners here.
I'm from Barry's. Oh, found him.
So what are your thoughts on the Carolina defense? What do you think the defense is going to have to do to shut down this powerhouse of Boston?
The defense is gonna have to absolutely to shut down this Boston dominant offense. Is definitely work on their goalkeeping. Their goalkeeping is not up to date. They're just everywhere. They don't have positions for everybody. They're just everywhere.
And to add on that, do you think that, what do you think their strategy is going to be bump heavy this series? Like after this game one, do you think they're going to be relying on bumps and demos?
You're definitely gonna have to play physical against this Boston team.
I mean, they obviously, both teams really want to see Friday. They really want that off day on Thursday, and they really want to move on to Friday, but only one spot can be taken. And Carolina know it. Would this be a big upset if Carolina wins here, or would it be a bigger upset if a 24 seed defeated them?
It'd be an upset for this, and that game you were talking about.
Yeah, but Pickle, here we go. We're underway in Game 2 on Forbidden Temple. Do you think that the Carolina Galaxy will be seeing Utopia Coliseum this series? Or do you think the DFH will be the final map of the series?
If they do want to see the Coliseum, then they do definitely have to work on their goal scoring.
No, they
haven't been scoring many goals.
They have to score now. Like I'm saying, they have to win this game. They have to win on Forbidden Temple, because obviously, if you didn't know the rotation, it goes Manfield Night, Forbidden Temple Dawn, DFH Normal, Utopia Coliseum Day, and then it goes to Champions Field, just normal Champions Field. So
what a demo.
Yeah, but if I'd say Carolina definitely have to win this game if they want to see Champions Field. Or excuse me, not Champions Field. They want to see Utopia Coliseum. Because the second they go down 4-0,
or save.
But the second they go down 2-0 in the series with Boston, you can basically say goodnight. And what a goal! So yeah. So anyways, here we go. Second kickoff of the game, and with about sub 4 minutes left to go on the clock. We'll see if this Boston offense can keep up the heat. Or will the Galaxy be able to finally get in their spaceship and blast away? But, at the end of the day, Pickle, are you looking forward to the next series coming up? Galaxy versus the Rebels?
Galaxy playing again?
Huh?
You said the Galaxy and the Rebels.
Oh, my fault. I meant the Hunters. The Hunters and the Rebels. I mean, Pickle, unless you want to do B-Stream after this, unless you want to do your Hunters versus Rebels, well, I do the Demons and Renegades. Are you cool with doing that? Because the sooner we get done with that, right? Can you do that? Can you commentate the Hunters and Rebels game, and I'll do the Demons and Renegades, so it goes by faster?
Oh, yeah?
Alright, I'll send you all the team colors, and I'll send you all the information. Like, I'll be there with you for the pregame, but we'll break off into separate parties. Wait, can we hop into 2 separate games while we're in one party, or no?
No.
So we'll have to leave the party, but I'll be there with you for the pregame. Like we'll cover both series together on the pregame.
Yeah.
Oh my! And Boston trying to get this, but yes, there will be a B stream. Everybody go to twitch.tv/pickleplace everything if you want to see this upcoming Hunters vs Rebels. But if you want to send the main broadcast and see who the winner of this game will be taking on, and see if they missed it wide open net. But anyways, if you want to see who the winner of this series, if you want to see who plays them on Friday, then stay on the main broadcast. But on Pickle's broadcast, it will be the Hunters and Rebels, and then maybe the Liberty and Hawks. But we'll have to figure that out if Will has to get off. But Pickle has his ways of staying up past time, so he'll just, if he has to, he'll just pause the series and we'll just resume it after his parents go to night. So. Wait, Pickle, do you think you'll be able to do the Liberty and Hawks series tonight as well? So we can.
I'm not sure.
Can you definitely do the Hunters and Rebels though?
Because I have to be lights out by 9. It's annoying.
By 9 p.m.
Yeah.
It's 8:45, so.
Exactly.
Okay, but you can definitely do the Hunters and Rebels series. You definitely can, because you have your ways. So. Right? Don't you have your ways of doing whatever?
I don't know about that. I might just, if it gets to that where I have to pause it, I might just have to pause it.
Yeah. You can't really pause it, but if both teams win
I
one
know.
game. But if both teams win one game, then we can just do a best of 3 because it's the same thing. So you have to really hope that that the series is tied at 1-1. But you have your ways of sneaking past. Because don't you do it like every day?
Basically, yeah.
So you have your ways. No, Maya, good shot off the backboard, trying to find the redirect, and now Boston trying to set up their offense, but the Heroes just cannot connect. And the Galaxy might have forced Utopia Coliseum, but Boston have about a good minute and a half here. And do you think the Galaxy are going to be forcing champion Utopia Coliseum?
Probably, but if I'm gonna do the other series, I might have to go start now.
All right. Well, I'll text you all the colors. All right, Hunters, they're a dark green and black. Wait, Pickle, can't you just set up a private game right now? Like, you might not be able to go into it, but can't you still set up a private game, or will it boot you into this one?
It'll boot me into this one.
Okay. Well, do it at least after this game. I'll call you during the intermission. We FaceTime, and I'll tell you what colors to choose. So just commentate this. Let's commentate this. So the Arizona Rebels, are next. So
I already left the game.
All right. Well, just wait. I'll just FaceTime you. All right. Whatever. Oh no. Oh no. And Carolina take the lead with 50 seconds. But this series we'll have to definitely go back.
I'll leave and go start up B stream real quick.
All right. Start the B stream at least. You gotta name it RRLS Major 2. All right. Here we go. 50 seconds left on the clock here. Boston is only down by 1 goal, and a Carolina win on this game here will force Utopia, but Boston is looking to get that Queen 3L and get out of here. Oh, Pickle left the party, but it's all good. The shot on net! A flick! It's a goal! It is a goal! Green means go. Let's give Will a FaceTime call here. Let's give him a jingle. So, chat, we're gonna give Will a jingle. And we'll tell him what colors he gets set as he's gonna set up B stream. Alright, so chat, I'm gonna mute for a second in these final 40 seconds while I give Will all the colors that are gonna be needed here for this series. But yeah, if anything interesting happens, well, I'm not gonna be able to commentate it. And here we go. Hold on. We're going to overtime real quick. Alright. So here we go. And Boston has an opportunity to go up 2-0 here. And maybe, just maybe, something can go good. But Boston trying to get out of the zone. And they're going to have a wide open net to work with. But the truck going to go just off the post. What a save. And Boston able to keep it alive here in this overtime. And by the way, everybody go to twitch.tv/PicklePlays everything if you want to see the Hunters versus Rebels. But stay in the main broadcast if you want to see the Demons Renegades. Because that's going to be fun. That will be later tonight. That will be at like 9:15. But, oh no, this is centered. This is big. But they get clear. The shot in. And Utopia Coliseum is forced by Carolina in their offense. We'll be back in just a minute. All right. All right, chat. We return. Boston scored in the first 15 seconds, and Boston is looking to easily close it out here on Utopia. I mean, they want to obviously win this DFH, go to Utopia, but Boston is trying to keep up this heavy offensive pace. They just want to move on. They would just want to take the break on Thursday. They don't want to play. They just want to move on to Friday so they have a chance. But it's not looking very lucky. But the shot coming in 2-0 Boston. And oh my goodness, the Boston Heroes strike first. All right, here we go. I'm going to pull up Pickle's B-Stream, but Boston goes up 3-0, and this is just something. Oh, did Pickle even start? Huh? I don't even think Pickle started it. Pickle, please. Everything. There we go. You even started? All right, and a good shot here on the back wall on the rotation. So here we go. An opportunity on the back wall. Boston trying to find something. Is now it's going to go to the side wall. Rotation in the corner. And Boston trying to find something offensively, but the ball going to be off the wall. Someone trying to get the fake here. And the 50 going to be won by Carolina. And with 3 minutes, 40 seconds left to go here, it will be a Carolina clear as they are trying to find something on the offensive side of the ball. Obviously got to take into consideration what's going to happen if you go to the left side here. But, also... And, Carolina obviously going to come out on top. They're going to score a goal there to open it up. But, they do have all the birds watching on them. So we got to make sure we do have Pickle Stream pulled up. We got to be all ready here as he's about to be up here. But Carolina might actually be able to get a goal here. But good play there defensively on the bump. And now as your Boston gets to back up. And the shot going to go in 4-1 Boston. I mean, Boston coming out strong. And they're trying to set a statement early on. But I don't think that they are setting the statement. And I personally don't think this is going to go their way, but, with all the birds watching, it's going to be pretty impossible if they want to be making a play here on the ball, so we'll see if Boston can get something going here. I mean, they obviously do have something going, but can they hang on to their lead is the most important question, or will Carolina be able to make a comeback? But a good power shot can be way off the backboard, and now it's just going to teleport into the midfield. So we'll see if Boston can be making a play here, but Carolina going to take over in the corner, and they might be able to make it a two-goal difference, but Boston trying to keep up their defense, and we'll see. But the bumping play going to be coming out from the side of Boston, so lucky for them, they are able to escape unharmed. They won't have to worry about giving them any goal. It's going to be cleared onto the backfield, and the 50 going to be won, and Boston's going to score again, I think, and Boston will score again. 5. And we'll see if something's here, and we'll see if anybody can come across. But, obviously taking into consideration that, I just personally don't know, and we'll see what happens here back on the ball. So, Pickle not even starting the stream yet for B-Stream, so I'll tell you guys exactly when B-Stream started up, but we'll see if Boston gets something going in the meantime as we are waiting for Carolina, but a bad clear, and, making the ball, but a good clear. And 6-1 Boston. And chat, Boston will move on to Sunday. Or excuse me, not Sunday, they'll move on to Friday. So the Heroes with a 3-1 win over the Galaxy. And good night to the Galaxy. And what's next? We have the Demons and Renegades coming up next. But also, we'll get the Demons and Renegades out the way. And that's going to be a fun series on the day, so we'll see. Who will the Boston Heroes be playing on who will the Boston Heroes be playing? Let's find out. So we obviously have the St. Louis Demons. They're coming in. They're trying to... They're red and black. They're just trying to prove themselves. Now for the other side, the Tennessee Renegades. The 10 Renegades. Yeah, the Tennessee Renegades. They are this color, and then they are a black, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they're like this color. There we go. No, they're like an orange, right? Yeah, they're like an orange. There we go. So the Tennessee Renegades are just trying to get out of the zone and... Oh, shit. Okay. So, here we go, chat. Good to know, and we'll be underway here. Predictions. Who is going to win the series? I have the Demons. But with that, we have to hop in here if we want to be able to do our next series, which will be the Hunters and Rebels. We'll see. We got to... Hopefully this series will be over soon. This series will be over around 9:45. Then we have one final series of the night, and that will be our Hunters-Rebels game. So here we go with a pinch. We're underway from Manfield to kick us off. And a goal for Squall. And that will kick us off. Tennessee score first. And, you know, cool thing about this is I just told in the Discord to have the Hunters and Rebels be ready for our next game here. Because B-Stream is not working, so they'll have to be postponed until next game. And now with a good opportunity on tap, just trying to find one game here. 2 games, 3 games, 4. There will be 3 games on one broadcast and the 4th game on one broadcast. So I'll be doing 3 games on here. Pickle will be doing 1 game on his broadcast now. Because I think he just said he might have got it figured out. We'll see. Good shot. And a good save. And 2-0 Tennessee. And here we go. A good kickoff that is worth a while. And 3-0 Tennessee. Not even 45 seconds in. Well, 40 seconds in, I guess. And now St. Louis is trying to get on the train here, but I think St. Louis might be ended up going home here. I just don't see them. You know, the ball's gonna be off the post looking for the one-timer, but the one-timer not gonna connect. And we got to see here. So, a good opportunity here with the low ball, but the shot gonna go just wide to the midfield, but a good clear nonetheless. And and 4-0 Tennessee, and St. Louis is not having the start they anticipated for tonight's game. I mean, obviously, considering tomorrow we will have 4 games. We'll be having the Seattle Soldiers take on the Denver Killers, the Washington Ninjas taking on the LA Thunder, the Orlando Kings taking on the Minnesota Hitmen, and obviously a good series, the Atlanta Ghosts taking on the Dallas Sonics. And a goal 5-0 Tennessee. On tonight's broadcast, we have the Heroes Galaxy Heroes obviously won that. The Demons, Renegades, and the Hunters and Rebels. On B broadcast, Will is doing the Liberty and Hawks. So we will have all 4 teams from the Northeast and from the Northwest all filled out. Tomorrow, we'll be doing all 4 broadcasts. On the main broadcast, we'll be doing all 4 games to determine the winner of... What a team pinch! And a goal for St. Louis as they get the pinch. We got to see that replay one more time. That was a beautiful pinch. But anyways, yeah. So then we'll have everything for the Northeast and Northwest all filled out. So it'll just be the Southeast and Southwest games tomorrow. But a good point on the West, and St. Louis trying to run it back. But, you know, obviously St. Louis, they got the win over the Renegades, or the number 9 Psychos, and now they're trying to take down the number 8 Renegades. And then in their way, if they do win, the winner of this has to take on the number 1 seeded Boston Heroes. So we'll see if they can do it here. Keep in mind it's still going to be a best of 5, so we'll see. But with a lot more games on tap tomorrow, Boston is feeling pretty comfortable for Friday. Now, there's only 2 spots that remain for Friday. That will be the winner of this series and the winner of the Hunters and Rebels series. At least on this broadcast. On the next broadcast, that's right now, B-Stream, it's the Liberty and the Hawks. The winner of that, obviously, will be having a break as well, and we'll be moving on to Friday. And a goal, 6-1. But with 2 spots on this broadcast and 1 spot on the other, who will be moving on? Anyways, so yeah, so 2 minutes left, it's 6-1, but with 2 spots on this broadcast remaining for a Friday spot, and 1 spot on Pickles broadcast, what teams will be moving on to Sunday or on to Friday? Excuse me. Good question. Obviously, I have the Demons in this series, and in the Liberty and Hawks, I have the Liberty. Pretty heavily joking. I have the Oakland Hawks, pretty heavily favored, and then I have the Hunters on the other side of the bracket. So, will the Orlando Kings be able to run it back here? They'll be playing. What will they be playing? They'll be playing tomorrow. And 6-2, but anyways, yeah. Yeah, the Kings will be playing tomorrow. They will be our second game of the day. It will be Soldiers versus Killers first, Kings versus Him in second, Sonics versus Ghost third, and to end off tomorrow night, we will be having the Ninjas and the Thunder. They will be our final game of the night, and then, you know... And the one-timer cannot connect, but anyways, at least on here, we'll be having... After this, we'll be having the Hunters and Rebels, so good to know. And will the Liberty and Hawks, will they be able to connect? And I just don't know. We're looking for the one-timer, and they cannot connect. They go ka-chow. So 6-3 with under a minute left, and perfect timing. The Canes goal horn went off as that goal was scored. So, you know, the Carolina boys may be scoring there, not in Rocket League, but they'll be scoring somewhat. And wide open net, but the shot going to be just directed. With 20 seconds. And faking him out and just trying to get a play here defensively. But with 10 seconds, the Demons will unfortunately crumble. And the Tennessee Renegades will be taking game 1 with Breeze. And that's still up in the air if anybody can get contact. The Renegades take game 1. And what will their motive be as we head into Forbidden Temple? Well, Canes... I keep mixing up with the Canes because the Canes are playing. Will the Demons get back on track in this game too? Or will the Renegades be up 2-0 in the series as we will be heading to a possible Utopia Coliseum? But the other question is, will Utopia Coliseum be forced from the side of the Demons offense? If the Demons offense connects more with their passing and stuff? Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning into the broadcast, my name's Royce as we're underway in Game 2 between the Renegades and the Demons, as this is our second out of 3 games on this main broadcast. Renegades trying to stretch out hot. Can they stretch it out? And they cannot. And 1-0 Tennessee. And chat, I'll be right back. Tennessee is outplaying the Demons. It's 2-0 Tennessee. And the Demons need to get back on track if they want to at least even see Utopia, let alone stage could be the final resting ground. No, my. Another goal, and no. St. Louis can strike back. And Tennessee going to need to hang on to their lead, or will St. Louis be able to tie it up and score the equalizer in this series? I mean, there's just so much shit going on that it's a literal bamboozle around the net, and you just can't be making plays. And I mean, you're just trying to find something on the offensive side of the ball, but you just can't find anything. And I feel for the Demons, man. They can't get anything rolling, just like us in the Liberty series, right? Back in Major 1, when we played the Liberty, we could not get the offense going until Game 3. We won Game 3, and we lost in overtime in Game 4. We just couldn't get the offense rolling until it was too late, and that's what cost us to lose that series in 4 games. So, you know, man, just a lot of interesting shit, and oh my, they're gonna fake one out, but with no one back, you have to get back. Oh, what a save! And oh my goodness gracious! And 4-1 Tennessee, and and trying to get something on the offensive side of the ball. Can just St. Louis need to get out of the pickle, but you know, the shot is a goal. And 5-2 with a minute left, and Tennessee will be up 2-0 as we will be heading to DFH. And if you are a supporter of the St. Louis team, which I know there's only a few, I know only 3 people that are fans of this team. Unfortunately, hopefully, will you see your team again? The question is, will you see your team again at the major, or will they not be seen? Will they not get that break headed to Friday? This has been a really long major, and I hope everything goes well. And a goal, 5-3. Can they score in time? They have 36 seconds to score 2 goals. They literally need a kickoff goal here and a game equalizer. That's literally what they need. So, if you are St. Louis, you kind of need to score now. But not only now, you literally, yeah, you need to score like now, but going for the one-timer. And now the ball's going to be cleared out, and with 20 seconds... Game 2 will be in favor of Tennessee. And now, how are you going to respond on DF8? Yeah. And that's a good shot. Going to be off the post. 10 seconds. And Tennessee is in cruise control. And St. Louis will be using their one and only timeout 30 seconds after this. So. And the Renegades, they are up 2-0. And the St. Louis Demons will be calling their team timeout. So, we'll see if they can strike back. We'll see if they can get something back going here on this DFH. And as the timeout is out, let's talk about what's happened throughout these 2 games. These 2 games have been real nail-biters. This is the closest game of the series, right? In that game 1, it was 6-3. Not your best performance, but in this game was 5-3. So, I mean, you're only averaging 3 goals a game. So as the timeout is coming to a close, I honestly, if I could give one piece of advice to the St. Louis offense and defense, just bump. You have to bump. That's all I'm saying. If you are on the side of St. Louis, you have to bump the Tennessee offense. That's all I can really say to you. I have no advice for you. I physically have no advice for you as a team. You're down 2-0. Like, me as a Boston hero, I know what it's like to go down 2-0 in series, but, you know, it just seemed easy. I've only been down 2-0 in one series ever, and that was versus the Liberty series in Major 1, and we ended up losing, but reverse sweeps aren't easy, I can tell you that. They are not, they are really hard to come back from, so if you're down 2-0, I completely understand your pain. Not all I can do but the open net shot, and St. Louis going to score first for once. Oh shit! In a tied game. And 2-1, and the Demons are striking back. They are striking back with their big cocks, and they know that they have to win this. It's just. And 4-1, Canes, or excuse me, 4-1, and the Demons are striking back. And with 30 seconds, St. Louis should be forcing this Game 5 on Champions Field. 1 game away from the reverse sweep, and I honestly don't know if I don't know. And so close to victory. But we have the national anthem, so let's admire it. Well, chat, we have the national anthem for the USA, so let's might as well kick it off Game 5 with the national anthem. Let's kick off Game 5 with the national anthem. And thank you, person for the Vegas Golden Knights. Thank you so much for singing the national anthem. Not only for the hockey game, but it will be the national anthem for this game. So that's our national anthem to kick us off. Underway on Champions Field. St. Louis 1 game away from the reverse sweep. And taking the break. And for the side of the Renegades, they are looking to close it out early here. They want to avoid the reverse sweep. And St. Louis is going to give up a goal. So Tennessee strikes first. So here we go. On the outer wall, trying to find an attack. The one-timer scores! Keep in mind, we are only 2 series in, but, I mean, we are striking fast and strong on both defensive sides. After this, we will have 1 more series to end off the night, chat. 1 more series, and then we are done for the night. And then we'll be resuming all the rest of our round 2 tomorrow. But the final series, keep in mind, is the Hunters and Rebels. We do have word on who won the Liberty Hawks. It was the New York Liberty. So the winner of the Hunters and Rebels will be playing the Liberty on Friday. So Liberty has a bye. The Heroes have a bye, and the winner of this game have a bye. We'll have one more team that will have a bye to Friday, and we'll figure that out in our final series of the night. I hope all you guys are enjoying this late night stream. I will be keeping you guys updated with the hockey game for anybody who's a hockey fan. I don't know if I have any hockey fans, but to anybody who is a hockey fan, I'll keep you guys updated with the Edmonton-Vegas game. But in the meantime, here we go. I mean, 2-1, and that's going to be a good long shot clear, but it's the one time we're going to connect. It's a goal, and Tennessee can be up 3-1. St. Louis down by 2 with 3 minutes left. A good long shot, and now St. Louis is only down by 1 with 3:40 left on the clock. On this Game 5 on Champions Field, this has been our first Champions Field, all major. This is the first Game 5 we've ever been to at this major, except for the Galaxy and Titans. Galaxy and Titans was the only one. This is the second one. So the Demons are, first time on Champions Field, and hopefully we see a lot of Champions Field. A lot of it has either been 3-0s or Game 5s, so we'll see here if something can get rolling here for this offense. But a good shot and a good clear, but then the ball's going to be ricocheted to the other corner, and a good shot nonetheless, trying to clear it back out, but it might be in, but no, the save is going to come in, and if you are on the side of St. Louis, can you find the equalizer? That's just the question. Can you equal out the score for the pop-up, but the save just going to be tipped, and you hate with the tip, you hate using the tip, and everybody hates using the tip. You know, you have to use the tip. Good shot. And a save. Looking for the double tap. And now going back the other way. This could be a possibility of an open ice goal. And that will be. We have a tied game with 2:50 left on the clock. And what a play, and with the wide open net and with 2:50 left on the clock, the next goal may well be the game-winning goal on who will get the bye to Friday and who will no longer be playing in this tournament. Will the reverse sweep happen, or will Pittsburgh Psychos, or no, not Pittsburgh, I don't know, or will Tennessee shut it down? And the goal in Tennessee coming out with a goal here with 2:30 left on the clock. We're at the halfway mark. And 4-3, this is going to be a real nail-biter here. Can St. Louis strike back, or will it be a 2-goal advantage given to the Renegades? But the ball going to be cleared out, and this might as well be a kickoff goal, and this will be a kickoff goal. So we now have a tied game back-to-back with 2:28 on the clock. Still, Bruce Cassidy? Isn't Bruce Cassidy? Yeah, Bruce Cassidy was the one for the fucking Bruins. And, now a good play defensively in the back half, but, and we'll just see if we can figure it out, and maybe St. Louis can find a play defensively. But now with the demos coming in, there's going to have to leave the safety. An opportunity here. Now it's going to be off the back wall trying to get it clear. Can they get the clear? Can they get the 50? And now, with 1:20 left on the clock, it will be a goal for the side of Tennessee. And Tennessee has the advantage with about 1:20. Tennessee gets something good here. Shot! It's a tied game again! Oh my. And with about a minute left here in game regulation, I can for sure say the next goal should be the game-winning shot. Obviously, I'm not going to jinx anything. but you know, we'll see. And that can power play. I guess I'm gonna go. Shot gonna get just deflected off the sidewall, back into the corner. Where's the side of the Demons? The Demons keeping up the pressure with 50 seconds left on the clock, but you don't want to get caught up. And now the ball gonna be centered. Good opportunity for the one-timer, but just can't connect it. Now it's gonna be thrown back into the corner here, and now it's gonna be centered once again. And the opportunity for a goal. Where's your teammates when you need them? And just trying to keep it offensively, but now the pressure coming in. And the Oilers just scored, by the way. The Oilers may have scored, but trying to keep it in. 30 seconds left on the clock. Can the Demons win? All right, well, we'll see. Now this could be it. Are we going to overtime? And now, this is it. Oh my goodness gracious. The shot. Wait a second. It's a buzzer beater. It's a buzzer beater in Game 5. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's a buzzer beater. The St. Louis Demons just walked it off. And they do get the reverse sweep. It's been a Tennessee tragedy. And what a play. The Renegades, not the Renegades, excuse me. The Demons got a buzzer beater. The ball went in with 0 seconds. And that was a beautiful goal. And the Knights just scored. Barbashev just tied it up. But anyways, the Demons are moving on. They've taken down 2 teams. The Demons will now play the Boston Heroes. And if you are the Boston Heroes, I'd be getting some pretty bad flashbacks. The time is 10 o'clock. And we quickly have to boot up into our final series of the night. That's all I have to say. We have to boot up to our final series. The Liberty are moving on, but I don't know. We don't even have time for any pregame, any postgame, anything like that. And I'm real quick just heading up the final game of the night. And yeah, Chicago Hunters. We're just gonna green here and black, and then we have the Arizona Rebels, and we'll see who wins here. Arizona Rebels. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we're just getting set up for our final match of the night here, and we'll be done. So who do I got winning the series? I have the Chicago Hunters in 5. With that being said, we had our first official reverse sweep of the 2023 season and first reverse sweep of the tournament. Arizona's going to be in the red. Chicago's going to be in the green. I already told the teams to get on beforehand in that Game 5. And ladies and gentlemen, we're underway in our final series of the night. But I'm not going to be commentating because I'm going to watch the hockey game. So I'll just be quickly checking in, doing pre-game checks. But that's it. Just be watching the hockey game until 10:30. So yeah, 10:30, the series should be over. I have Liberty in 5.